huge haul for you, and I really mean huge. It's like 2 gigantic bags at the side of me right here. Again, as usual, in no particular order. It's all just kind of muddled in, and I haven't been on for, I think it's about a month or over a month, and the reason for that is, there's always a reason, but like an excuse. It's a good one. They gave me new medication. Sorry, I'm doing that thing with my hands again. I'll sit in them. Yes, they changed up my medication. They gave me a medication called pregabalin, and they normally like sort of wean you up. No, that's weaned off. Like, they normally like gradually increase your dose, except they didn't. So I went to see the consultant at the hospital, and they just recommended that I get put on a high dose really quickly, and I had never been on that medication or anything before, and it really, oh yeah, so I do take other medications. This is for my back. I'm now waiting for spinal surgery as a sort of update on my back, and yes, so I'm on other medications, all of which I only take at night time, because I don't like the feeling of because all of them have a kind of sedative kind of effect, and so they make me sleepy, so I only take them at night time. And these ones, unfortunately, I have to take one at night and one during the day, and the one during the day was making me a bit kind of woozy and just not feel myself, and I didn't like it, and I didn't want to come on and film a video feeling all kind of out of it. So I had to take it and then kind of just keep taking it and get used to it. So now I'm used to it. I took one this morning. I feel perfectly fine. I've not taken my nighttime medication yet, but I will do that when I finish the video. I just don't ever want to come on and be all, you know, like kind of woozy. I just don't like that feeling, and I don't, you know what I mean. Anyway, that's why it's been so long, because I was getting used to the new medication. Let's get started. Most of the stuff is charity shop. Some of the stuff Mark picked up, quite a lot of it actually this time I picked up, and from ages ago. Like, there'll be stuff in here that I don't even remember I've got, and some stuff was bought from eBay. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to break it up, because, you know, like, there's a story for everything, and looking at the stuff, it's going to take a long time. I'm going to jump right in, but at some point when I think I've waffled on for long enough, I will sort of cut it up and, you know, like, put it into like parts like I did with my other ones. Anyway, let's get started. Mark picked this up for me. I'm sure this was $2.99. Some of the prices I'm not too sure about, but you know they're cheap, because I usually only get cheap stuff. So, you know, like, I like a bargain, and this he got just because he thought it was kind of cool. He didn't really think that I would like it, so I don't really know why I bought it, because it definitely wouldn't fit him. But it's this leather, and the leather is like a really good quality. It's like a kind of browny black leather, and it's got this, what do you call it, a game controller thing on it. I'm not really into, excuse my raggedy nails, but I'm not really into like PlayStation games or anything, but I just really liked this. I thought it was like really geeky, but really kind of, I don't know, just cool. And the leather is, I would have expected with that, like, it would have came like a kind of cheap leather belt, because it's kind of, you know, like a wee bit cheesy and tacky, but it's actually not. It's a really lovely leather belt, so I'm going to wear this, and it would even look cute with what I'm wearing today. This is also from eBay. This is, I don't know if you can see that, it is, what does it say on it? I think it says Making Bacon Pancakes, and it's Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. I absolutely love Adventure Time, and I love the little song that Jake sings, which is Making Bacon Pancakes. It's kind of ironic that I've got a t-shirt on it with bacon all over it, given that I am in fact a vegetarian, but I just really like the t-shirt, and it's like baseball style, which is my favourite. And this was $3.99 from eBay, so I got that, and this was from the charity shop. I'm just going to kind of chuck everything down there and deal with it when I'm finished filming, and put it back in bags and take it upstairs and actually put it away. This has literally been sitting in my room, taking up loads of room. This Mark got for me. Can you see this? It's so squishy. I actually just had this on. I'm just in from taking my son swimming, and this is a denim jacket. I'm pretty sure this is a kid's jacket. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it was from H&M. Are you from H&M? I think it's from H&M, and it is an age. I'm sure that's an age. Where is the age? What age are you? I cannot see. I'm sure it was a kid's one. I'm pretty sure it was a kid's one. It's got a little thing that says name, like to put your name in it, so I'm pretty sure it was a kid's one. I think it's like 13 to 14 or something like that. And the reason he got me this is I've been watching Goosebumps. Do you remember Goosebumps from like, I think it was the early 90s? So I was born in like 81, and so I'd have been like the right age to watch Goosebumps at the time, and kind of like the stuff people were wearing. And I've started watching it again with my son, which I'm loving, because it, like, I don't know, it's just good, like nostalgic-y, like, because I remember watching it and now he likes it, and I've been weirdly liking some of the things. Two things, this and another thing in there is inspired by Goosebumps. So Mark got me this because he knew I would like it, and as soon as as soon as he showed me it, we both said the same thing at the same time, goosebumps. So he bought me it because of that, and it was the first thing that I thought of. It looks very 90s. It is a kid's one, but it fits me pretty good. I kind of wear it open, but I could fasten it if I wanted to, but it would be tight fitting, and I think probably on a kid it would maybe be a little bit looser fitting. Look at this, it's like a lumberjack shirt inside, and it's all like flannel and squishy, and although it's a denim jacket, it's actually freezing outside. This is really warm, like it's really, really padded, so it's not just like an ordinary denim jacket, and it's got the little sort of faux sheepskinny type collar thing there, and I love it. I really, really love it. It's like my favourite jacket at the minute. I just really, really like it. So there's that. I just remembered I got another jacket and it's actually outside there, so I will put that in another haul. We've got enough to get going with. I'm not going to stop. We're just going to keep going. These, there's a story behind these as well. So in the charity shop, my sort of local charity shop, every time I would go in, I would see these and I'd go, I like them. I really like the colour because they're like burgundy. And, well, kind of burgundy, maroony, whatever you want to call it, quite a reddy burgundy. Anyway, I would see them and I'd go, do I want them? I'm not sure. I'm not a trainer person, says me who, there's another pair of trainers here. Anyway, I'm not a trainer person. Every once in a while I think, I kind of fancy wearing trainers, and then I wear them, then I go out in them, and I'm like, I'm really not. How did Dora manage to stick in? Hi Mark, Mark's just there and Dora's just sneaked in. I just heard her little clippy claws. Anyway, yeah, not a trainer person, but kept seeing these. I actually tried them on like twice in the shop, and I did really like them, but I wasn't too sure because they were trainers. Mark walked into the shop and bought me them and knew that I would like them, and he actually sent me a picture of them and said, thought these were something you would like, and it was the trainers that I had tried on a couple of times and really, really liked. So it was meant to be. I'm like, right, you have to get them, and the price tag is still on it, which is very handy. These were $4.99 and I've not worn these yet, and they are trainers, but they've got a kind of, I don't know, they're like a little bit smarter than like a sporty trainer. I'm just not a sporty person, not a fitness person at all, so I just never feel right in like trainery trainers. But these are, I don't know, like a walking shoe kind of smarter trainer, and I really, really like the colour, and they are suede, and I don't know where they were from. They've got a little picture of what looks like a dog or a goat. It says I think it says CG. I don't know. I really don't know where they're from. They've got some sort of goatee type dog on the bottom. But anyway, so I'm going to clean them up, disinfect them and everything. And I can't put them in the washing machine because they're suede, but I can disinfect all the insides and whatnot and wear them. So there's that. Now on to another pair of shoes. Let's see, no order. Anyway, shoes. Yes, these are originally from Zara. I'm pretty sure they're from Zara. I'm almost positive. Yes, they're from Zara. But bought these for £2.49 in a different charity shop that I don't normally go to. These kind of boots and these kind of like biker kind of boots and cowboy boots, I like kind of beaten up and all things. That's exactly what these are. If I show you one of them, these were really beaten up though, and the person had like really, really loved them, which I liked on the leather. Like you'll see how the leather's all worn, and it's that like raw, unfinished leather, so it's all like, oh, I just love that. I love the feeling of that. And they're a bit sort of scuffed up. I could take leather conditioner to that and it would take most of the wee scratches and stuff out, but like I said, I kind of like them there, and they're all kind of like beat up, and I just like that look. But the person had worn them till the heel was like, they needed healed so badly, so I got them for £2.49 and it cost me £7 to get them healed. The first place I went to were wanting to charge me £15 to heal them, and I'm like, that's just not worthwhile for a pair of boots I paid £2.49 for. But I did pay £7 to get them healed. So they've got, so although they're all like kind of like beat up and scruffy, they are like got nice brand new shiny heels on them, so they're all good to wear. I wouldn't wear a pair of shoes that, like, I don't mind them like looking kind of beat up and it looks like that's the look, but I wouldn't want a pair of shoes that like need healed. I don't like that, and I'm pretty sure it's not good for you to walk in shoes that really, really need healed. This was another like inspired by something I saw. I was watching some sort of, what was I watching? I think it was a thing on serial killers. I sound like a crazy person, but I watch a lot of things about like the psychology of murders and stuff. Leave me a comment if anybody else is like that, because some people I'll say that to, they'll say, oh, what were you watching? And I'll say, oh, I was watching things on YouTube and it was like serial killers, and they kind of like look at me funny, and like sort of, you can feel them kind of shifting away from you, like you're a crazy person. So I cannot be the only one that watches murdery serial killer type things, but it's like, I don't like gory things, but it's just the psychology of it all. Anyway, this is going to be a long video. The woman that was sort of presenting this thing, she had on like a leather type dress, but it looked, the way she wore it looked really, really smart, and so that made me go onto eBay and I looked up leather dresses, and there was like a dungaree one that I really loved, and I went to bed and forgot to bid on it. I don't know what happened, but I forgot to bid on it. I was really annoyed with myself, but I found this, and it was a sort of close second. It's more like a pinafore type dress, so you could wear it with like a little blouse underneath it, or you could just wear it on its own. It like zips up. It's got the like zip thing at the front, and it is a real zip. It's not just like a kid-on zip. That's how you get into it. So it's got the silver zip at the front, and then it kind of flounces. Is that a word? Flouncy, like puffs out a little bit, so it's a little bit more thick with the straps. It's not real leather, it's like faux leather, and it's originally from H&M, and it is a size, I'm sure this was like a size 8, because I was like, I'm not sure if it will fit me. But the reason it does fit me is because I'm smaller on the top half than I am on the bottom half, and so it's only tight at the top half, and it sort of, you know, flounces, like we said, out at the bottom, so it fits me. And that, I got that on eBay, and I think I paid, it was either £1 or £1.99, because I was literally the only person that bid on it, so I got that. And oh my goodness, I love these. I love these. I love these. I love these. Where's the other one? Oh, I love these so much. These are by the brand, I think it's Echo. It's ECCO, and they're just, I don't know. They're not like, man. You know, I like an ugly shoe and a weird shoe. These are kind of look like boxing shoes. You know, like the boot things that boxing. They're not shoes. They're boots. The boots that boxers wear. They're like a suede and sort of patent leather version of these. I don't know what made me try them on, but I tried them on, and I am so glad I did. They don't have the price tag on them anymore, but I'm pretty sure they were like $4.99 or something, and they were so worth $4.99. I'm not joking. I'll just show you one because it's easier. So they zip open like this. They've got the zip at the side, and they are, I'm not joking, they are so comfortable. They're so like squishy, and the suede with the patent detail. They lace up, but you don't need to like bother with the laces every time you want to wear them, because they just go on with the zip at the side, and they're just kind of, again, a bit trainery kind of looking, like more I suppose more like a sort of Converse van type thing, like from here. I don't know, I love them. I'm so glad I tried them on. They're so comfortable, and they're really warm inside, and I really love them. And I'm, like I said, I think they were $4.99 or somewhere around that price, but totally worth it. Next thing, this was from the Chad shop, where everything was 99p. I've already washed this, but it's been stuck in the bag and it's in 1,000 creases. This was one just for kind of like kicking about the house, and it's by, who is it from? I think it's H&M. A lot of H&M stuff. That is just, it wasn't like deliberately doing that, it's got bits of fluff in it. Anyway, yeah, it says Girl Power on it, but this isn't like a really thick, like kind of, I don't know what you call it, like PVC kind of almost material. It's not like just, it's like thick, you know what I mean, like resin, and it basically just is a big huge sweatshirt, and it's got the kind of unfinished edge at the bottom, and it's just for kicking about the house, or I could wear this out, and it's just baggy and cosy and lovely. And my mum actually spotted this. She said this would be lovely for about the house, so I got it, and it's got a hood, and there's that, and it was 99p. We're getting on. I'm getting faster. Right, let's see. These are, okay, so these are guys' t-shirts. I like wearing jeans and guys' t-shirts, and maybe like a cardigan and stuff, and so this was a guy's t-shirt. Again, this is a similar story to the burgundy trainery shoes. Mark saw this. Can you see the dust flying everywhere? Because it's been sitting in my room in bags, there's like literally dust flying everywhere. Anyway, Mark, I saw this, like, to picked it up a couple of times, and I'm like, no, I don't really need it. I got the other ones, don't know. Anyway, Mark went into Chow shop, bought me this because he thought I would like it. And there's literally reels and reels of clothes, and yet he knew I would like this. So he knows me very well. I don't know, who's it from? Drift King. It's a size small men's, and it's just got this kind of vintagey kind of look to it. It says, what does it say? Drift King, angle speed, and wings on it, and it's just vintagey looking, and the writing's all kind of cracked, and it's white, and it's a nice soft, like, good quality t-shirt, and that was 99p, so I got that. I just really like that look with like the guys kind of baggy t-shirts, so I think I got some more. This one is a band t-shirt, like a, you know, one of those bandy kind of rock chicky type t-shirts. I don't know what this says on it, and everybody's probably going to scream at me like who this person is, because I don't know who this person is, but I just thought the t-shirt was really cool, and it's all faded, and it just looks really vintage. And this neckline here was on the verge of kind of going. I could have like saved it, but I just kind of ripped it because I like that look of like the old band t-shirts, and they're all kind of distressed. I even thought about putting like a couple of holes here and there, and I got that, and it was 99p. Oh my goodness, this Mark picked up for me. He thought it would be really cozy. It's actually a man's one. It's Zara man's, and This was 99 pence as well, I think. And it's just, oh, there's really a lot of fluff coming off of this one. This is, yeah, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. It's all kind of pleated at the top. It's just a woolly jumper, and I thought it would look, he thought it would be nice and cozy for me, and I think it'll look nice with a nice pair of jeans, and maybe those like that jeans and like these boots would be nice. So there's that. I've probably covered in fluff now. This, I seem to have like picked up speed. This is from H&M again. Are you kidding me? Like, that's so weird. That is really weird. It's not like I just look for H&M stuff. It just happens to be that almost everything I picked up is H&M. This is a little sweatshirt. I love grey sweatshirts, as you know, and it's just a little one, but it's very thin, like very, very thin sweatshirt. It's actually almost see-through, very thin with white polka dots all over it, and I just like a grey sweatshirt, and it was 99 pence. Let me see what's next. Oh, this I bought, this, oh, it's inside out because I washed it and I tried it on. Okay, so this was, I don't even know how I'm going to show you this. It's going to be awkward. Just bear with me. Right, so these are the tyres. So picture these tying at the back. Okay, so I typed into eBay. So I'm going to go, so I will be getting like spinal surgery sometime. I'm waiting for a consultation with a surgeon. So sometime soon I'm going to be getting spinal surgery. So I thought maybe, perhaps, I don't know, might have a scar up my spine. So I decided that I was going to look at going to look for a backless top, basically, so that before my back got all scarred up, I would wear a backless top. Not that when my back's scarred it means that I wouldn't wear a backless top, because I would, but I thought just wear one for one time in your life, because then you're going to have a scar forevermore and whatever. I wouldn't really care if I had a scar, but I don't know, it was just something in my head. I'm like, I'm going to get that before I get the scar. So this is kind of backless, but it's not like overly backless, but it's quite backless. So if you can see that, it's like, oh, it's like that scene in Death Becomes Her, you know, like where the, anyway, waffling satiny top. It's originally from Topshop. It's a size 10 and it feels really nice, and it sort of flows over your tummy kind of area, and it's got quite a deep V. I don't know if you can, like, it's not going to be that deep, but I mean, it's kind of deep. I think it might need some of that tape stuff, you know, the body tape stuff, to just like tape it in and make sure nothing's going anywhere. And probably, I don't know what kind of bra you do with that, those little cup things, because it, like I said, it's completely backless. So there's that, and I think that was like £1, or it was either £1 or £1.99. I can't remember. This was from eBay. There was that, just when I got the wee notion in my head for a backless top. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, we're going to do this thing. I don't know how I'm actually going to get out of the position I am, because there's wires here for like my camera and my lights and stuff, and here I'm just building up a mountain at the side of me, so I'm going to be like trapped in and have to get Mark to come and rescue me. This, I was at a till in the charity shop paying for stuff, and I looked around, saw this little guy, and I had to go and get him. He was $4.99, these little price things there. It's just a Santa, but he looks like a vintagey Santa. And you know how I like things that you can put stuff in? Well, this is a Santa that's vintagey looking, that you can, so he's got a little basket, that you can put stuff in. I mean, do you get any better than that? And for $4.99, I mean, he's a pretty big guy for $4.99. I just thought it was cute, and I mean, it probably came from somewhere like TK Maxx or something. I don't think it's really vintage. It's so dusty. Oh my goodness, look how that, can you see that? It's so dusty. Oh, that's Maggie. Anyway, it's not like I've used it. I've literally got it, sat it there to show you. I've not washed anything yet. There's other things in there that are probably mankier than this. Anyway, yeah, he does this. I don't know what the purpose of this is, but he sort of wiggles his little basket. I don't really know why or what I'm going to put in here, but maybe like some treats or stuff for the kids for Christmas, or I don't know. I think he's cute. Look at his little moustache. He's all like 3D and he's cute. Anyway, when I see that, it makes me excited about Christmas. Right, another home decor thing is, oh my goodness, this is heavy. Right, this is $3.99. It's got the price on it. This is wood, and this is heavy. It's not like cheap flimsy wood. This reminds me of something that you would get, because they do a lot of these shelf type things. Oh my goodness, there's dust. Honestly, dust is flying off everything. This is one of the things that's really, really dirty and needing a good wash. What am I saying? $3.99 shelf. It reminds me of something you would get from TK Maxx, like, you know, one of those things. I'm going to hurry up and show you so I can put it in, because it's really, really heavy. Like, oh, look ahead on the shelf. Anyway, it's lovely. I really like it. I say I'm in the middle of decorating my bedroom. It's kind of on hold. We kind of painted it pink before I went away to visit my gran, which was in the beginning of the summer, and it's kind of just stayed like that, and not much else has happened. I really need to get a move on and get that done. But it's got all these details here like that. I just thought it was so pretty, and it is really, really heavy, and then it's got the bits to hang it up with in the back. But you see how it's all kind of, it's really dirty, like under, look at that, under there is really filthy. But somebody's painted it, and they've done a really not very good job of painting it, because you can see where like the paint drips, and there's big bits of paint. So I think what I'm going to do is clean it up, like really, really disinfect it, give it a good clean, and then just distress it, so like sand off any of the bits that they've done that they've went like a wee bit too heavy with, or like like big globules of paint. I'll just kind of sand that off and make sure, and like make those bits distressed, so it'll kind of make it look like it's meant to be like that. And I'll distress the edges and whatnot, so there's that. So I'm going to put that. I'm not sure what I'm putting on it yet, if I might like display, I don't know, my favourite handbag or some little ornaments, or make it functional to actually hold things. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Oh, yeah, right there. Did you hear that? It's fine, we're fine. Anyway, there's that. Next thing, I actually wore this on the day before Halloween when we were getting like everything all organised. We didn't have a party this year, but we did, you know, like do some family things and Halloween movies and all that sort of stuff, and got the all outside of our house all ready for the trick-or-treaters come in. And I wore this this is not what I wore on Halloween. I wore like a lacy kind of batwingy type dress thing with like a belt thing on it. But this I wore the day before Christmas for like Christmas preparations. I don't think there's a tag in this, because I think whoever it is has cut it out, because it's like, you know, like it's sheer and the label would have shown through. I would have done the same thing, but I really like it. It's got these wee skulls, and they're not like menacingly horrible skulls, they're kind of cute skulls. I don't know, I think they're cute anyway. And it's just like flimsy, and I wore it with a little t-shirt. I think I wore it with a little black t-shirt under it. You could wear it with a little white t-shirt under it, and it's just flimsy and floaty, and it doesn't even have a size in it, but it happened to fit me perfect. So that was good, and that was £1. That was Mark actually picked me that up. This I got from eBay. Oh my goodness, I am so excited about wearing this. This is one of the things that I kind of forgot about. I was really excited at the time and then kind of forgot. I ordered this, and honestly I didn't expect it. I thought it was, in my head I thought it was going to be a certain type of material, and very rarely are you surprised, but in a good way. Like when you order something that's really kind of cheap on eBay, I think this was around like $5.99 or $6.99, and I wasn't really expecting a whole lot, but I was really pleasantly surprised. It's lovely. It's the softest like teddy bear material. I don't even think it looks as soft as it is, but I promise you it is. It's so soft, like so soft, and you know I love soft things, and this is really, really soft. And it's like a hat and scarf and glove set in one, so I'm going to look like an idiot, and it's probably not going to sit right because of my hair, and I'm not even sure if I've got the right way around, but okay, so it would be a bit back here if I didn't have a big ponytail, and then this bit goes round like this. They had them in all sorts of colour, like black and stuff. I don't know why I didn't get black. Yeah, because I thought it was a certain type of material, and I thought that the black would, you know, like show up bits of fluff and dust and stuff like that. Not dust, like bits of fluff, whereas this colour wouldn't. But it's not the material I thought it was. It's this teddy bear one, and then you can put your little hands in here like this, and you're so toasty. And I don't care if that look like a little gnome or something. I don't even care. It's so like, oh, I can't wait to wear it. I'm going to leave this out so I remember. I don't just like pack it away and put it away. I'm leaving this out. That's staying here because I'm going to be wearing that. I'm not sure whether to stop. We'll do a couple of things and then we'll stop. Ooh! My favourite, I think this might go down as my most favourite thing that I found, or like the luckiest thing I found, or favourite, or all of the above that I found in a charity shop, and it's in a little, where is it? It's in here, I'm very excited, it's in here. I'll maybe save that till the next video, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to do a couple of things and then we'll maybe stop and then start again. But what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to try and just get them up like in a line, so that you're not waiting. If in case you're like watching this and you're like, oh, I want to watch the rest of that, or I want to see what else she got, or I want to see what she was talking about, if you're not fed up with me, then I'll kind of try and get it out really quickly so that, you know, you can watch it in succession. This says For Women. I don't know the brand. I don't think it's got a brand other than For Women. Is that a brand? This is a little, oh wait a minute, it's got a sticker on it. That says £2.49, but that's come off of something else, because I know for a fact that this was £1, and it's got the little straps here like this. This is more like a summer type thing because it's like a cotton material. Can you see that? and the fluff all over it. This one's not been washed, so it's got a little, I keep wanting to say flouncy, and I don't even know that flouncy is an actual word, but it's got this little sort of, well, just flouncy bit at the bottom, and then the front sort of dips down a bit, and it's like a kind of like a sundress, but you could probably wear it out. I was thinking that you could even wear it now with like black tights and a little cardi type thing over it, but I don't know, it was £1 and I really liked it, and I really liked the material. It's really nice and soft, so there's that. And you could do a lot with that, like dress it up or dress it down. And another thing I got that's very similar, this is definitely very summery and not for wearing right now because it's freezing. This is for going on holiday, because I think we're going, I don't think, we are going on holiday. Fingers crossed the operation kind of doesn't come before the holiday, but yes, we're going to a little seaside type place for holiday, and this was a kind of seaside type dress, and it was £1, so I picked it up. And it's got, where are you from, size medium, and it says aquamarine. I'm not sure what that says. I'll show you. I don't know if you can read it with that glaring light. It's just a little sundressy type thing, but it's like nautically looking, so there's that. I said 2 things, didn't I? Should I stop? Okay, I'm going to stop and take a little break. I won't really be taking a break, I'll just be kind of carrying on, but I'll see you guys really soon. I really hope I'll see you soon. I hope you like follow me over to the next video if you're not bored with me. So, and I'll show you my favourite thing. Right, stop talking. Okay, I'll see you really soon. Thank you, bye.